when we started playing Smash, it's kind of been all over. Like, every friend started differently.
I played Super Smash Bros. Ever since it came out, pretty much. I've been playing it for pretty much as long as I can remember.
I started playing Smash Bros. And Melee in the GameCube. I got it pretty close when it came out, but then I got more serious when Brawl came out. I got Brawl the first day it came out. Pretty fun game. I mean, I enjoy it. I still play it to this day. One of the only games I still play on my Wii.
Smash came out in 1999, I believe, on the Nintendo 64, and I remember starting with my sisters, and it would just be a casual game. We'd just play around and have fun, put items on, and over time, Melee came out, which was only shortly after 64's release, and that was one I sort of missed because it was on the GameCube. But when the Nintendo Wii came out and the third version of Super Smash Bros. Came out, that's when pretty much everybody had it. Like, all of our friends would definitely pick apart the game to an extent, but not where you're consciously thinking, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start learning this technical skill. It wasn't like that. We kind of just played, and it's like how you play, like checkers, for example. You play it, of course your goal is to win, it's the primary objective, but you don't realize the strategy you're making as you're playing. It's just natural to you.
Like, I never practiced or anything. I just kind of showed up, learned the character there, basically. But yeah, as far as I know, a lot of people took them seriously, which kind of ruined it for me, because I knew that I would lose. So, I mean, but that's kind of what I get. But I thought it was just like a fun time for everyone to just chill and play some Super Smash Bros.
Tournaments or rivalry, or just, even if you're just pissed off at somebody, you don't need a tournament then if you just hate somebody that you're playing with. But with me personally, Smash became competitive once we had a tournament at Sam's house, and this was around, I don't remember exactly, maybe 2009 or 2010, but this just spawned a new rivalry amongst our friends.
You try to like catch them off guard, I guess. You try to set up things. Like, it's all about waiting and setting up and like comboing this into that. I don't know, it's more than what people think.
That tournament was initially made for fun, but after I started losing, it wasn't fun anymore.
And then I realized how far the game could be pushed.
Smash is life. Everything about Smash is amazing. No matter who you are, you gotta love Smash.
Well, when you talk about dominance is a very important feature and virtue.
It's a competitive fighting game, and it's basically just something you can do with your friends to just like constantly improve and work together to try and get better at something.
Here's Leisure Gaming after their win.
What makes Smash unique amongst all fighters is it wasn't about the memorization of combos. It wasn't about just draining your enemy's health bar. It was about knocking your opponent off stage.
This here is the analog stick. This moves your character around. If you press up on it, you'll jump. And if you like slightly move it, your character will walk. But if you hit the side of it like this, you'll dash and your character will start running. You can hold down to crouch. This button basically attacks. It's like your neutral attacks. B is your special attacks. When you're in the air or on the ground, you can use the C stick to do your smash attacks, and in the air it does like your aerial attacks in that direction. The D-pad taunts. The L button shields, and if you hold the L button down and move in a direction, you'll dodge.
I was walking in the hallway in 7th or 8th grade with Alec, and he was telling me on our way to lunch, he's like, you know, there's something that really separates. He's like, there's something you really gotta do that's good. And he said it was dodging. And that sounds really stupid now, because you can look in the frickin' instruction manual and see it right there, how to dodge. Hold L, flick the stick. But none of us did that. Like, we all played this game, not reading into anything. And once he taught us dodging, we all just abused it to the point where it wasn't even good anymore. Alec, he looked the most dominant. And even when we played games casually, Alec just was the most dominant. I don't know, he's just smart, I guess.
There's not really much to say about him. He kind of just... I feel like he presents himself in a way that he knows everything there is to know about the game. Like, he just has that way about him, like that. He knows a lot about what's going on and whatnot, whether he does or not.
I wasn't pissed at Alec at all, but I was like, damn, you're really gonna do this thing?
Okay, and who would you say dominated the brawl scene?
Like, from our friends?
Yeah, for our scene.
I know Dylan was pretty good. Dylan Martin was pretty good.
It's obvious, you know, you think Dylan.
I know, Dylan, fuck Dylan.
Okay, so,
From this longing pain I learned to love you more when you return.
Well, Dylan Martin is He's ignorant, if I can put it lightly. He's very belligerent. Like, he just says whatever he feels, doesn't really care about anyone else. Very narcissistic.
Pertaining to Smash Brothers in his championship reign.
Oh. Well, he plays pretty hard. He's pretty good.
So, obviously you were the reigning champ in Brawl for several years. Describe when you made your transition from just the average person to the champion.
It wasn't much of a transition. It was, it was pretty surreal when after I won. It was a pretty good feeling. It was pretty nice too because I was fighting against the crowd, so that's always a good feeling when you defeat the naysayers. But it didn't make me feel any different as a person.
So, you had several very high intensity matches. First, when you took the crown for the first time, was against Tyler Kane. You want to describe that match at all, or that tournament in general?
That tournament was it was weird because I went in there, and we've been playing for months, and I was pretty much undefeated between our friends, and then Tyler Kane came out of nowhere, made it to the finals, and he gave me a run for my money. But then when push came to shove, I think I was the better player.
I would say that Zip was probably the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first contestant.
But it's still like very cheap.
Matt Zapilli came in and he used Falco or Wolf, and no, it was Wolf, and he came in and just beat him, and we all didn't expect it. It was the first round match, Matt versus Dylan, and I think it went into the third match, I believe, and Zip won with 2 wins, and then that was the end of it.
As far as Zip being better than me, that's incorrect. As far as me losing, I lost in the third tournament to, let me explain. The first tournament Matt Zip was in, he played me first round and he beat me. He used a character I was unfamiliar with, Wolf, so that was a startle.
What was your number one moment in the Brawl scene? Like, what was the one thing you can remember that stood out?
I remember when me and Andrew were teaming. I think it was against Sam and Brandon. And we won the first game. It came down to the last stock between me and Sam.
That's his game plan, he runs on his underwear.
And everyone went crazy and they were yelling and everything. It was really hyped. Then we lost, but that one game, it was cool.
If you break that comfort zone, like at this book or anything in life, if you break that comfort zone with something you know you can progress with, you'll be good. We've
taken it to a whole nother level. Most people sitting around playing a video game don't have upwards of like 20 people getting in and getting hyped to play this game. And we've always, with the intros and the trophies and posters, we've always just tried to make it bigger than a group of friends just playing.
Smash is the kind of game that will continue to go on and be one of the most popular competitive games.
We're also a dirty game. It's a very dirty community. There's a lot of rats that need to be filtered out in order to make the system run smoothly again. I think the way we have it right now in our community and the way we do it, we do things pretty clean, but there's some dirty business that goes on. But all around, I think we're doing pretty well, and we're going to perpetuate ourselves as the next rendition of Smash, which will be on the Wii U, and I think we'll have a good time.
What will you personally take away from the 4 years that we've been doing this?
Probably just memories. Probably those are some of the most fun times I've had in my life.
Alright, and any closing remarks, anything you didn't say that you wanted to?
I want to play Smash.